Welcome to Be Determined, the entertainment review podcast, where our opinions, the loser,
and the punishment
are to be determined. Cue the intro.
No, we can totally just use the audio from the last podcast.
Yes.
Also, I just knocked over all these pops.
You know what? It's totally fine. I'm trying to not block these ones. Okay.
Today, we have our special guest, Bilbo the Grumpy Seal. Recognize him?
He may
logo.
Yes.
Without the monocle.
Okay.
And the hat.
So.
Yes, he was.
Cameo. Okay. So today's episode, we are going to be, as you probably see from the title, talking about mystery movies. And so I know we did not do this in the pilot, but we have decided that each episode we're going to pick a theme and then watch all movies and shows from that theme. But we are sticking to the same segments.
Love your squeaky
yeah, the chair is squeaking every time.
You guys might want to switch chairs.
It's fun. I move just as much. It's fine. You can ignore it.
Okay, so I guess we can go right into it. The first.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. Explain the.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Actual rules.
So the whole thing is throughout we will be talking about various TV shows and movies, and throughout it we will be doing different games and trivia, and earning points, and I'll explain those per segment as we go along.
We also have a rating system.
Yes.
We rate movies out of 101 Dalmatians.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask why, but that is it.
It's
a movie,
yeah.
so we put it in.
Yes. And then we'll also be guessing the Rotten Tomatoes scores as far as the audience and critics. So for the first segment, we'll be talking... the first segment is called Past, Present, Future. And for this, we will be talking about a movie of the past, a movie of the present, or a movie that's recently come out.
Come out this last year. And
then a movie that's going to be coming out soon. So the first movie we'll be talking about is Clue.
We recently watched this one for our last play.
Yes.
Because our play was a murder mystery, so we're like, ooh, murder mystery movie, that's comedic.
Perfect. So this was released in 1985 and directed by Jonathan Lynn. I don't know what else he's done.
I feel like the name's so familiar.
I do not. It's not
Jonathan Lynn, director. I could be wrong. I mean, my dad talks about a lot of directors. And this might just sound like another one.
How do you spell his last name?
Lynn.
But yeah, this has become... I've seen it 2.5 times now. I watched it...
2.5?
Yeah, well, so I was watching it with my grandma and then I fell asleep. So...
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I've only watched it twice.
It is... slowly kind of becoming a comfort movie for me. Every time I watch it, it becomes more and more familiar, and it becomes funnier actually every time I watch it.
Yeah, there's something new to catch every time.
Exactly.
And I've only watched
absolutely
it twice.
Hilarious.
I really do like it, and
the
it's not even
great.
The best filmmaking.
No, it's just the actors
the
are
movie
good,
and the acting and the writing.
It felt everyone's chemistry just felt so natural, and their characters felt natural, even though they're such
extreme
caricatures of people. Kind of, they felt. Some of them, a lot of them must have to been improvised.
Oh, I bet.
Because it felt so natural, I guess.
Yeah, it's a good one. Did you find anything on him?
Yeah, he's actually 80 years old now.
Wow.
He's been married to the same lady since 1967.
That's awesome.
To me, that's important.
What movies
he's
has he
done
done?
My Cousin Vinny.
Oh.
I don't think
The
I've
Whole
seen
Nine
it.
Yards with Bruce Willis.
So I think I have heard of him. I haven't.
He's done quite a few movies.
And those are all. Well, I don't know about the Bruce Willis one. Well, are they most of them comedies or?
A lot of them are comedies. Yeah, most of them are comedies actually.
Cool.
Okay, that's nice. I was gonna say something. My favorite line of the whole thing is at the end where she's like, "It's like flames," and she's like talking about that is the best. Like it's like a short monologue.
I think
It's
that
so
was
funny.
improvised.
It must have been. It was so funny, but it didn't feel like it was written.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
The way that she like kind of cut off, or if it was, she definitely improvised the line and changed it.
Yeah, it was
For sure.
funny. I usually it's hard for me at least. I feel like it's hard for me to find like female actresses actresses funny. Like usually they try too hard, but in that movie, they're everyone's funny. All the like it's great. Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite ending?
My favorite ending is the third one, for
Yes,
sure.
Same.
Because that's the one that she does that too, isn't it?
Is that? I thought he did it before.
Oh, maybe it was the.
I don't think he doesn't want the endings. I think he does.
But the third one was definitely my favorite ending.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Just some of
It
the
is
jokes in it
great.
were really funny.
And then like everyone's pretty much murdered except for like Mr. Green, and then he's it's good.
Yeah. Let's see. What did you rate it?
Oh, I forgot.
Personally.
I put it down. I promise.
If you don't have any more like notes about the,
no.
I think I've got all my stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
Rating out of 101 Dalmatians, I put 80.
I gave it like a 95.
Wow.
I think for me, I thought like for the type of movie it was, I don't know how they could have done it any better. I think it was like perfect for the type of movie it was, but I didn't give it. I think it was the best it could have been, but I didn't give it like a full 101 or like more than 95, or I gave it 95.5 actually. So I felt like 95 was like too low, but I felt like 96 was too much.
I haven't even thought about point like something. I don't know.
But it's definitely like not. Comedies are not like my favorite types of movies.
Yeah.
So, like in a comparison to like all movies, it's not.
But for the
like
genre.
amazing. But for the genre, it's like.
That's okay. Yeah.
I thought like perfect storm for that movie.
I put 80 because I do really like the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also like, I love the writing, the acting, the filmmaking,
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And I sound like I consider, like, I'm going to put things in the 90s are going to be like my top movies.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be very picky if I put something in the 90s.
This is Clue is
And
probably
I
one
do
of my favorite movies.
have, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love, for comedies, that's great, but I also have a different style of comedy that is personally my favorite.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't put it much higher. But, I mean, 80 is still pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
I do very much enjoy that movie.
And then go ahead.
My gosh.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Tired. Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes
Yes.
audience.
So my critics, I said 90,
Whoa.
which I definitely think might be high. But then I put 70 for my audience.
I don't know. This is hard. It's hard for older films.
Yeah, for sure.
I put, and I think this might be too low for critics. I put 76 for critics.
Mm-hmm.
And then for audience, I put 75. I just put 1% lower because I felt like they'd be similar.
Yeah. I just felt like the critics, for me, I think the critics probably like enjoy like the natural relationships of it enough to like, I didn't, like personally, I didn't even think a lot about like cinematography. I wasn't really even thinking about that as much because like the story was so like enthralling kind of. So I did like that. But it wasn't anything
Rotten
special.
Tomatoes score 70%.
For
Whoa. Oh, dang it.
no, but for critics or audience.
Oh, critics.
Okay.
So,
Sorry.
we both don't get anything. Because
No,
if I had
0
put
points.
75, it would have gotten a point. That makes me mad.
Oh yeah. So I forgot to say
Oh, yeah, we have points.
there's a point system with the Rotten Tomatoes. If you're within 5 points of the actual, if you guess within 5 points,
5%.
if you guess within 5%, you get a point.
And then
so
by the end,
both of
whoever
us were off.
loses, we have to spin the punishment wheel
Yes.
and do fun things.
Fun.
We haven't even recorded
The first
The
one.
first one. We'll see
It's coming along. Yeah.
if we do it.
So
All right.
what was the audience?
What was the audience?
86%.
Ah, I'm mad. Okay.
Wow, I put 70. Wow.
Oh, you put
70 for audience. I didn't think
I
the
put
audience
75.
would like
wait,
it very
wait,
much.
what did you say?
86.
Dang it. never mind.
Because when I
I thought you
watch
said
it with
80.
people, sometimes
Man.
when I watch it with people will not like.
I was-
They don't laugh very much, and that's one thing with audience. I
I
think
know,
that people just
I
want to
think-
laugh a
but that's
lot,
also
especially when it's
nowadays.
comedy. It's true. That's
it's
true.
so much harder with older movies.
It's true.
It's a
I am
jump from
surprised
the-
of how well I guess critic score though,
Yeah, you got very close for that one.
because I put 76%. I was 1% off from getting a point. Well, we lost that one, but it's fine.
Alrighty. So the next movie. So that was our movie of the past. Now is our movie of the present. So this movie is Murder Mystery 2. This was done in 2023. The director was Jeremy Gerlich.
I can't want to say
I
garlic.
think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, I don't know
Definitely
how
not
it's
garlic.
pronounced. You know, I have a feeling I'm wrong on this one too.
Yeah, I know. As we go along,
It's so
I
hard.
lose faith in my guesses.
I know. As I'm looking at my guesses,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
But this movie, I think this movie, things I wrote out, I think it was funny. I think the writing was good. The story kept me interested. It was, again, it was funny.
Yeah,
It did
was
feel
funny.
lacking in improv, though. It didn't, there were some things that felt very, scripted, which I understand. It's a
Yeah.
movie. It's literally scripted.
But I feel like not with Adam Sandler and
No, not them, but
Jennifer Aniston.
some of the other characters,
yeah.
the main guy that got kidnapped. I don't know, I can't remember his name.
I don't remember his name either. And he's in
but-
the first one too, isn't he?
Yeah.
I don't remember his name.
His lines were hilarious, but I feel
His
if
delivery.
it could have been so much funnier. His lines could have been so much funnier. If he added a little more to them, or if he just interrupted things sometimes and just said what he thinks would fit in his character.
And I think what doesn't help is that both Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston are so good together, especially that they kind of steal the spotlight.
Yeah,
so
they
you're kind of expecting everyone to
upstage
be like that.
everyone. Yeah.
So that it's kind of in theater.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. But I love them together. I'll admit. I
The
think they're my favorite.
character. Yeah, they're definitely one of my favorite on-stage couples. Their chemistry
They're
is
really
so
funny.
good together. They work very well for comedies too.
Yes,
Um,
it's great.
So,
the character
talking
with her
about
laugh.
That, who do you
Oh.
guys like better, Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler, or Jennifer Aniston?
Jennifer Aniston.
I've only seen them together in The Wedding Singer, and I don't really
Oh.
remember how
Yeah,
they did together.
They were
They're
great.
funny. They
They're
are
great.
good.
Yeah.
But I like them.
I don't know how I could be if someone told me that they were married in real life, I would have no issue believing that. That is.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
They're so believable. I love how they wrote in, or how the actress portrayed the laugh. She did the laugh.
That character.
It threw me off so much. That character was absolutely hilarious. At first, I was
so unnecessary, but it was
was.
such an Adam Sandler thing to do.
Exactly, yeah. And at the beginning, I was like, okay, it's kind of like the cliche, sidekick character, which I was like, okay,
but
that's
then
kind of
they,
funny.
overdid
But
it.
then they way overdid it, and it was perfect. It was hilarious.
It was really funny.
I really liked the, one moment, aside from the comedy that was good, is when she was on fire. Wait, spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah,
We're
we'll
gonna
put
be-
that in the description.
Yeah, we'll
There's
probably be spoiling
spoilers.
for all these. But the, when her coat's on fire, and he jumps and grabs her in the window when
yeah.
they're falling, and
That was
the
cool.
camera goes with it, and the music and the lighting kind of changed. It got darker. I don't know. It was really cool.
The cinematography was better than I thought it was.
Yeah,
gonna
it
be.
definitely was.
I
That was
actually
a note I put.
wasn't expecting that. There's one part where it foreshadows the knife being the weapon.
Yeah.
But it's very subtle, where it just he puts the knife down after he eats keys or
There's
something.
kind of a little bit of glare
and
on
then
it.
it kind of slowly starts to go down, but then it cuts to them talking.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, whoa. They did that in an
That was,
Adam Sandler film?
Chekhov's cheese knife.
And then the fights were good.
The
The
fights were good.
choreography was
The choreography
really
was
good.
really
I was
good.
like, whoa.
I would say the same in the first one too.
I don't remember that one that much.
The choreography for the fights in the first one were really good, I think.
And I was also
I think that they had a dance number.
surprised.
That was awesome.
I was also surprised that Mark Strong was in it. I had no idea he was.
Who did he play?
He was the bad guy, or ended up being the
bad
bad guy.
Oh
He was
yeah.
bald
Right,
and-
yeah.
But like
totally
I was
blanked on
like,
who.
oh,
This movie's also a wild ride. Like
yeah,
there was never a moment where I was like, oh, it's definitely him. Oh, it's definitely her. Like
yeah.
not
I
until
had a feeling it was gonna be Mark Strong's character, like towards.
yeah.
Then he like,
Somewhat, and then it's
died,
like,
and I was
yeah,
like, oh,
that was when I was like,
maybe
okay,
not, because like
they
I feel
kind of
like
hint, because that's what they do is they hint to where it might be him, and then it's like, and they,
which is
yeah.
smart, but like he also was kind of like, oh yeah, I guess he's just like was too cool to survive. That's what I was kind of thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Or too cool to be a good guy, too cool to be actually cool.
He was cool though, even though he was a bad guy.
Sure.
He was
I
a
like
really
that
cool
actor.
guy.
Yeah. What was your rating?
Oh,
101
I know. Now I
Dalmatians.
think about it, maybe I would put higher.
I gave it like 88 Dalmatians.
Whoa, I put 65 because it's one of those movies I won't watch a lot, but I'll be like, you know what? If I'm bored, I'll put on this movie if I want a good laugh. I feel like this is a lot of Adam Sandler's films though.
Yeah.
But like now I might put it more up to like a 70.
Yeah. I give it an 88 because I really enjoyed it.
I mean, I can get to 70. Now that we're talking about it more.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was funny, especially for a comedy. It doesn't have like, I've only seen Clue for the first time like within the last year probably, and that was, it already it feels nostalgic when I watch it already, and I don't think I could ever get to that like with Murder Mystery 2.
Oh yeah,
You know?
no.
Like it's definitely not one of those I could watch more than 2 times.
I could definitely watch it. Like if I'm sick, I will put that on.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely like a comfort movie kind of.
I will fall asleep to it and I'll be fine.
Yeah. And then Rotten Tomatoes. I give the critics 80.
Whoa, I put critic 65 was my critics.
And then my audience, I said 90.
Whoa. I feel like I should put mine higher. I put 75, but I already put it down, so.
Okay.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh no, your face.
Get ready to lose.
What did the critics say?
Critics, 45%.
45? That's not good.
Dang, that's way worse than I
Oh,
thought.
it wasn't that bad.
Painful. And audience, 46%.
What? I didn't know that movie flopped that bad.
Wow.
What?
See, I thought it was fun.
That movie was
I thought
not
it was
a bad movie.
No,
That
it was
is like
good. It had
bad
a lot
movie
of good.
rating.
See, I wonder if it,
I'm surprised.
because sometimes movies get a stigma when it's like through Netflix,
is.
like a Netflix original.
45, 46.
That's
oh man,
crazy.
I wonder. Now I feel like my Enola Holmes one is gonna be
But it's
like.
pretty,
Yeah.
that usually they're not as close. The
Yeah,
audience
they're
and the
usually
critics
not that
scores.
close.
I
Yeah.
know. I now. Oh, I'm so. Oh.
See?
Oh.
Wow.
The pain. We haven't gotten any points.
I know. We made tie and just have to. I don't know what
Well,
we
we have
do in
the
that
trivia.
instance.
We will both lose.
Yeah.
I don't
We
think
might
that's how
both
that
have to do the
works.
same punishment. Okay.
That's horrible.
Punishment.
Yeah, if we tie, we both lose.
I mean, maybe. Actually, that might be it.
No.
Yeah, we might have
We
to
have
do
to
that.
like rock paper scissors or something.
No, there's gotta be a tiebreaker somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some type of tie. Because
Oh.
that's so sad.
I thought of a tiebreaker, but I forgot. It would have to be one for the next episode,
Oh,
for next
okay.
week's. Okay, the next one that we're doing for our future movie. This one doesn't have a game attached to it, but we're just talking about A Haunting in Venice,
This one doesn't have a what?
like a game.
Oh,
There's no,
like
like,
there's no
trivia.
points. In
Yeah.
it. I was like, what do you mean?
I didn't even.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited for this one because it's in the it's not a specific series, but it's part of Orient.
Murder on the Orient
Orient- I can't.
Murder on the Orient Express.
Yes, and the Death on the Nile series.
Yes.
Haunting in Venice is also directed by Kenneth Branagh, which he directed the last two. But this one has a twist to it. And I'm so excited.
When we said like this is the movie we'll be.
Yes. It's coming out sometime, I think it's coming out next week.
I want to see it.
I know,
Okay,
I
so
do
this
too.
was one movie that I was like, oh, it's gonna be like a classic murder mystery. We've seen like a bunch of these. I was kind of like, oh, whatever.
Which is kind of like what
But
it
then-
is. But then it's like,
Then
oh.
I watched the trailer.
Yeah.
I watched the trailer and I am I want to see this movie so bad now.
Yeah.
Number one, as soon as I saw that the front of the trailer is Michelle Yeoh.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was her.
Yeah, she's got an Oscar for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I really like.
She's a good
Really liked her in that. She's a really good actress. In the trailer, I think she was doing a very good job in that. There was just so much in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the feel of it felt like a horror movie.
Why is it blinking?
Oh, it's blinking.
Okay, so not technical difficulties. We
Sorta.
thought there was technical difficulties.
It was fine.
It turns out the camera blinking is not a bad thing. I think it might have been this whole time and I hadn't realized.
It's fine. Anyways, the trailer.
We're gonna watch it.
Yes, let me pull it up. I should have had it ready.
This time I can actually set it up where the audience can view it with us. If not, I apologize. Because last time we don't know what you watched. What you watched wasn't a trailer. It was like a TV spot or something.
It must have been.
And I couldn't
it was
find
good though.
anywhere. And I was like,
Okay.
I didn't know what to do, so yeah. Okay. The 2 times things happened. I won't explain. I'll only explain the
Long
fact is
story.
that we actually went through this whole trailer thinking it was recording and it didn't. So we will watch it again for you guys.
Yeah.
Because we love you.
Also, this is a really good trailer. I like watching it.
Yes.
Hercule Poirot, I've found something. I've looked at it from every which way. I am the smartest person I ever met, and I can't figure it out, so I came to the second.
I don't know why I don't like that or that angle or something is off about it. Maybe it's lighting.
So-called psychics,
Goes
each one
unnatural.
fake.
Maybe that's the point.
I do not believe in psychics.
Maybe.
Come with me to a seance. Spot the con
I like that a lot. The overview.
Detective,
Yeah.
you are here to discredit me, but I can talk to the dead.
I'd give all I have to hear my daughter's voice.
If someone wants to be heard, we are here. Listening.
Mom? Felicia? What is happening?
You can't trap us here. Somebody is dead. No one shall leave this place until I know who did it.
A ghost killed her.
There must be a rational answer for all of this.
Just admit that you were up against something bigger than you.
You were saying.
Something in this house tried to kill me.
Don't look at me like I'm a suspect. We're old friends.
Every murderer is somebody's old friend. No one shall leave until I find if the living have been killed by the dead. You have been hiding here all this time.
Who are you talking to?
That trailer is so much more intense than the first one.
I haven't seen the first one. I'll have to watch
Oh, it's like the first one you're like, oh, it's a murder mystery kind of horror, and then you see him at the end and you're like, oh, it's related to the other ones. And then this one you're like, oh, I'm sorry. And this one you're like, this is a horror movie.
See,
Wow.
Now watching that, I feel like if the movie is like the trailer, like the same mix of intensity of like horror and murder mystery, I feel like that's the perfect mix
Yeah.
for me between like scary and like murder mystery.
Murder mystery.
Murder mystery.
Yeah.
I think that trailer showed way too much.
I don't know. It's hard to tell because they show a lot, but like in snippets.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like they used. I have a feeling like when I go to see it, that was just a compilation of all the scariest parts. And I'm gonna go, and then there's not gonna be anything that I haven't seen already, or I don't know. Like the thing with the ghost girl at the end, I think that should have been cut from the trailer. I don't think that should have been the trailer.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
That felt like kind of a gimmicky moment. Kind of like, oh, I'm talking to this girl. Oh, who are you talking to? Oh, she's not there anymore. Like, I feel like I've seen that a billion times. But I watch a lot of scary movies.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because they're showing the whole Poirot.
Yeah, it's the fact that he's seeing her. Like, as that character. Because that character is a detective in every other film. So the fact that now he's dealing with supernatural is like, whoa.
But to show it in the trailer, though, I feel like that might be too much.
There's a reason for it.
Maybe,
Yeah, because the whole point is like, oh, well, now this is finally an opportunity for this guy to get scared.
Yeah.
And for him to get thrown off, which is like intriguing for people who have seen the other ones.
And the moment when he's like trying to like drink water from the sink and his like face gets in the water.
That made me jump the first time, but you didn't get to see that.
Yeah, it was recording. That was funny. I was a little disappointed in that. I was expecting something different to happen.
I totally just was like, oh.
I knew something was gonna happen. I was just thinking like, oh, all of a sudden there's water in the sink and he's like can't get out of it, and then like.
But we don't know.
And then he like takes his face up and it.
But that's a different part.
Maybe it did. It's just like that moment with something so much scarier could have happened, I think.
True.
But again, they may not be going for scary necessarily. I was just expecting
both
like
murder mystery and horror.
Exactly.
It's a good, interesting mix. That's new. Oh my gosh, my eye is itching.
Yeah, like a paranormal murder mystery.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a good mix. Yeah.
I really like that. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that is it for the past, present, future segment. Maybe I'll make some theme music for each segment tomorrow.
Fine, does that?
Or not like music, but like a little intro.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, are we going to
The pilot perusal.
That's what you call it. I didn't realize that's what you called it.
Yeah. So next is the pirate perusal. Pilot.
Not pirate.
Arrgh.
Welcome to the Pilot Perusal.
So, in this, it's kind of the same as the past, present, future, but in this we're talking specifically about the pilot of a TV show. So in this instance, we're doing Outer Range, which is kind of a murder mystery, or a mystery TV show.
It's more of a mystery, yeah.
Not
It's
murder
an
mystery.
Amazon original.
Yes.
If you haven't heard of it. Came out in 2022, but they're still making more seasons, hopefully. Because I heard that it ends in a cliffhanger.
Okay.
She's watched the whole thing. I've only watched the first episode, and he's the same.
Yeah, that's the thing
the whole point is
for the pilot episode, we're basing the entire show off just the pilot. So we can't watch any more of the show until after we record the episode.
Yes.
So, what did you think of it? What do you have anything about it?
My eye is itching and my contact is like getting all weird. Okay. I really liked the first episode a lot. I wasn't bored at all. I was just enjoying it.
I like the first half a lot more than I like the second half. For sure. For me, at least.
Yeah, I think you're also trying to figure out, that's when you're getting introduced to a lot.
Yeah, I like the whole,
I like the opening, and then the end, because it connects.
Yeah.
With the whole weird hole.
Yeah. Again, spoiler alert. There's I guess, in a very spoiler-filled summary of the first episode, it's essentially there's a ranch and this guy finds this massive just hole in their pasture and goes nowhere. He drops things in it and you never hear it hit the ground.
And it's
and the air
floaty.
in there is dense. It's
weird.
denser.
I guess that's a good way to put it. I'm over here saying it's floaty.
Because there's the dust floats on top of it.
Oh, that's what that is?
I think so. I think it's that the dust is floating on the top.
Cloudy.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe maybe there's particles of space in there or time or something.
Yeah, well, because it's definitely a time thing.
Well, yeah. At the end of the episode, she says it's a portal essentially between the known and the unknown.
Yeah, and then like
Between-
when he puts his hand, he
puts his hand in and he sees
in
the
at one
future.
point. Yeah, and then there's also a boy's face, and I think that is him as a kid. So I think it's also past.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's definitely messing with time.
Yeah,
Because
for
he saw a few. Stop blinking, camera. We're back. If it cuts in the middle, guess what? Camera problems again.
Yeah, that was.
Just lovely. Anyways, what were we saying?
Okay, so we were talking about the.
Main character's hand.
Oh yes,
going
he puts his
into-
hand in the giant hole in the pasture. He sees the present and the past and the future.
He
sees the present, like most seeing people. Anyways, I think the cinematography was good. I think the writing was good, but I think there were some dialogue
Some
in
cliche
there.
characters.
There was also some dialogue that was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's some strange dialogue in there for sure. Just some things that it reminded me of, like Film Challenge coming up with some last minute, like on the spot lines
Yeah.
that were like, we need something in here. Just put something random. It's too late now. But I mean, other than that, it was pretty good. And I really liked the first 30 minutes so much. I kind of wish the whole first episode was slow like that and still either introducing you or letting you linger on the things that have been talking about and expand on the things that have already been brought in. But they brought in 4 major pieces of information that I kind of got that I was like, whoa, I think 1 or 2 of those probably was too much. I think the first.
Wait, which one? Like what?
So my 4 like big major points I think that were made was first there's a giant hole in the ground. That was the first one. Second one was the lady Autumn, the backpacker coming and camping there. Just her being there, she was very strange. I think those were the 2 things that.
But that's the whole point.
They give me a lot to linger on, and I kind of just want to linger
And
on
then
those
he,
for
like-
a little bit first before they kill someone, and then you
But
find
I
out
think
that
that's the whole
she knew.
point. Like there's more. There's so much more.
Yeah, there's more storyline.
That like they wanted to get that settled. Like I think it's slower than you think.
Also, the one I think my favorite character so far was the one that killed off immediately. So
Really?
I thought he was a fun character to watch. I thought he was gonna be the main character.
But he was so
No,
mean.
the dad.
What?
Oh, the dad.
Oh. Wait, no, I'm confused.
Yeah, 'cause she pushes him into the hole.
Pushed him at the end, remember, into the hole.
That doesn't mean he's dead.
Well, no, but he's no longer in this realm of the universe. So
We don't. I don't know. Cause in the next, I don't know. I saw the next picture. His face was on it, but I don't know
That
if
may be
that's a
flashbacks.
flashback or if he. I don't think he's. I don't think he's dead.
I'm not gonna say
He is
that's
not
okay.
dead.
Maybe he's not then. If he's
I
not, then
really
that's
don't
fine.
think he's
but if he's
dead.
dead, that's like I'm just like this.
Because that's why it ended there. Because you're like, she pushed him in.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you he's dead?
No,
No, I don't want to know. I want to watch it for myself.
We're watching it.
Yeah.
Huh? That's interesting though. That you
Also, when they're like, oh, what happened to your hand after he like killed him, and they're like, he's like, oh, a horse stepped on my hand. If a
Yeah.
horse steps on your hand,
he was a
go
horrible
to the
like
hospital.
liar thing.
Like you probably have most likely you probably have some sort of fracture or something.
yeah, that was a dumb excuse.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not helping.
I mean,
the
what are they
case.
gonna say though? So,
Yeah.
what did you rate it?
I put an 85 on it.
I gave it 87.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
so it's really close.
Yeah, I give it. I think I tend to rate things a lot higher.
I get picky.
I really like it.
I get really picky sometimes. I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel like, but yeah, it's funny how to see the difference.
Okay,
But
now
yeah.
let's do the guessing.
Oh,
Okay,
I think I'm wrong.
I said critics 80.
Whoa, same.
Ooh, okay. What was the
That's
critics?
weird. You guys are really close.
For
Okay,
this
what's
one.
the critics?
Critics 81%.
Hey, we
yeah.
get a point!
So it gets out. Okay, so I'm gonna put a 1 next to that.
Well, you
just
put it for
so
both?
I'll just put one next to mine, and then do you have a place you could put?
Oh, I can. Oh,
Signal.
wow. Smart. I have a computer this time.
Okay, and then I said 85 for audience. I went up.
Same.
What?
What the heck?
Okay, what's the audience?
You're both so off,
Oh no.
which surprised me.
What is it?
59.
What?
59?
I think this show is too smart for most.
I wonder if it's not gonna get... That'd be so sad if it doesn't get another
See,
season.
that's interesting to me because but I guess it could make sense because I've been told that the beginning is really, really good. But then it like loses people towards as it goes.
It didn't lose me. Like,
So-
I'm so
Towards
looking forward to continue.
but someone told me that the 4th episode they kind of started they started to lose interest in it. It was like
That's how I kind of felt with Silence. Well, I'm still interested. It's just moving in the way I want.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's kind of sad, right?
That is sad.
Huh.
But I get it.
I'm worried that they're not gonna do another season because that's a low
I get it though because it is
Percentage.
an Amazon original and it feels like an anime and it does have an Amazon original feel. It has that kind of a. But that was
No.
I like that.
Feels like
I
Apple
like
TV.
Homecoming.
It does have an Apple TV.
That's what I think. I think it feels
Okay.
like Apple TV, which is usually a good thing for me.
I wonder if they're similar. If they have a similar like Amazon original dramas and mysteries.
Yeah, but like Tales from the Loop is kind of has that same feel.
I like the feel for Tales.
Because I like Homecoming a lot.
Oh, I haven't watched that one.
And that one has a very similar feel. And actually, I think they're using the same camera filter at some point. I really like the camera filter they used for this.
I was like,
I like it a lot. It makes it a little grainy and dark.
I thought at first it was actually film, but I'm like, I don't think so. I think it's a
No,
filter.
I really like that filter, and it's the same. I think they use it in the same one in Homecoming. It looks very similar.
Yeah, and the visuals are really pretty.
Okay, so I put my notes on my phone for the last one. So
for our fan pick.
yes, so now that we're done with the
Pilot Perusal.
yes, we have the fan picked movie. This is our final movie.
Yeah, but we will kind of
We still have a
deeper
trivia
dive
thing
into
after
this
this.
one.
Yeah. With this one, it goes a little different. So we have our own personal ratings, but we also have like a rating guess.
Yeah, we guess each other's ratings.
Yes, whether we think it's over or under 70. So I think we should do that before we talk about it.
Yeah, let's do all the guessing first, and then, or for
That's the only
our
guessing.
guessing first, and then we
'Cause I
can
don't think-
talk about the
Because
film.
we're not guessing Rotten Tomatoes for this one.
Oh, I put down Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, because I didn't have it in the. I was going to, but then I didn't. It wasn't.
So do you
in
want
the
to just not do
thing.
that?
Yeah, maybe since I didn't put anything yet.
Okay.
Oh,
But I'm still wondering if I'm
though.
right though. Just like
Okay, maybe I'll
throw
come up with something.
down
I'll come up with something. I'll go with
real quick. So as he's doing that, Enola Holmes was our fan pick, picked by Isabel, which is one of our friends. So we went and reviewed that, watched it. I watched it at like 10 o'clock at night and ended at like 12. No, it was like 11 something. No, yeah. And then I proceeded to stay up for like 2 more hours watching a really bad play on YouTube. That I'm in, but not the one on YouTube. I'm not in the one on YouTube. I'm
just-
going to be in it.
Doesn't
So we
make sense.
watched.
We're in a play, and another production company did the same play, and she was
There
watching a
you go.
recording of that one.
It
Yeah.
sucked. I won't.
Is
say
that the one that was sent on the
specifically.
group chat?
Yes.
Okay, I want to watch it.
I'll have to click on it for everybody.
If you want to come see us, October 26th, 27th, and 28th,
Yes, it's gonna be
we are performing
good.
Canterbury Tales or Geoffrey Chaucer's Flying Circus. I don't know why I'm talking like that. I'm like, it's an ad
Geoffrey
now.
Chaucer's Flying Circus.
But yeah, it's a comedy. It is very much like Monty Python, if you have watched that. It is quite dumb and hilarious. We break the fourth wall a lot, like I am doing right now to you. Which I guess is this whole thing.
Because it's a
breaking the
podcast
fourth
where
wall.
we're talking to the audience the entire time. Okay, so I think that you said that it was over 70.
No.
No. Okay, what did you say for me?
Wait, can you like? Well, yeah.
So
okay.
that means you got a point for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you guessed wrong.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
Oh no, I'm losing.
So.
What do you guess for me? Over or under 70?
I think you put over 70.
Yeah, it is.
So is that another point for me?
I think so.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Wait, we should get extra points if we guess it exact or within 5.
Within 5, I think maybe 2. Okay, yeah. Do it.
Or half a point.
Okay, yeah.
Unless we get on the dot.
If you get it on the dot, it's a full point.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, guess mine. Wait, yeah.
Yeah. I think you guessed
Because now you have a range.
like 65.
No. I guessed 59. I put 59.
59? Okay. Dang, I should have said 60.
Yours. Ooh.
I'm really nervous.
82.
I got 80.
Half a point?
That's so cool.
Man, I'm on a roll today.
Wow. Okay, Rotten Tomatoes. I said 60 for critics and 80 for audience.
I feel like I should put less for critics, but I know this movie was a kind of a hit. So I put 80 for critics and 89 for audience.
Okay, what's the critics?
91%.
For critics?
Whoa! So I was right
Yeah, I
about
didn't
being
think it was
higher,
that
but I
good.
didn't know it was that high.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Who's
That is some kind of... You critics, listen to us. No.
How much did they get paid to give it 91%?
You
great
know,
question.
You haven't even watched it, though. You can't even be saying anything.
Yeah, I didn't even have to watch it.
I had enough.
Okay, what about audience? I said
Yeah.
80 for audience.
I put 89 for audience. It's going to be higher.
71%.
Oh,
They're smart.
the audience is better
Is
than
it
the
79%?
critics?
71.
Oh, I almost got a point. Except I didn't.
No, because then you
So
put...
that's-
No, I said it almost because I thought she said 79.
But what was your...
Huge
Oh,
gap.
85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
80.
That's a huge gap between.
Wow, it is. Man.
Wow.
Well, that's...
I mean, it makes sense to me. As far as the critics go, or not the critics, the audience.
Also,
This-
I'm just saying, my trivia questions for late night trivia questions, I think they're going to be easy.
I did mine this morning, so I don't know how mine are gonna be. We'll see.
It was so hard.
Okay, so wait, real quick though, before we do trivia, I think that's a whole other section.
Yeah, we have to start talking.
So yes, my
Get-
notes that I have,
Yeah,
I
you wrote down notes.
yeah,
Oh my god! I don't write anything. It's just like, oh,
I have a lot more
I'll
for next
think
week.
about
I
it
have a lot more notes for next week's
podcast.
movie.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't really think of things to write for this one, honestly. There's like not a lot of notes.
That's not a lot.
No, this is my deep dive. I did not have anything to
That
write for
is
it.
all Enola Holmes?
Yeah.
That's a lot of notes. I don't care what
see,
you
now
say.
all this is for next week's,
Oh.
but this right here is.
Oh, okay. It's not as bad.
But still.
I don't know. I don't.
So I mean, my whole thing, I gave it 80 because I thought it was a good movie. It's just not my thing at all. But it also wasn't
So
really.
an 80? An 80 for me is kind of high.
It is I mean, yeah, it is pretty high, but looking back, I probably should not have put as much as I gave it because it really wasn't that good.
No, I honestly
See,
didn't like
it was fun. I thought it was a fun movie,
Yeah, it was
and
fun.
I enjoyed a lot of it. It's just like, I think it was exactly what it was trying to be.
It was.
That's why I gave it an 80. Because it
That's
was
true,
exactly
it
what it was
was.
trying to be. It wasn't bad
But
for what
still.
it was. It just generally,
not
it
my
was bad. It was not my thing. I liked here's some of my notes. I liked the set design for the house.
Oh, yeah. It was cool.
I thought that was cool.
I love the costumes. Man, the
A
costumes
lot of
were
these
good.
notes are not even notes, they're just quotes. Like, you're a nincompoop. I wrote that down. I don't know. Oh, how is Mycroft related? I did not
What do you mean?
catch that.
You didn't.
Is he
notice that?
related to them, or is he?
He's a brother. He's
Mycroft
Mycroft is.
Sherlock's-
Yeah. I have a
Oh.
question related to that
Okay.
for later, but so don't say too much. But yeah, Mycroft is the brother.
Okay.
He's actually in the books too.
Okay. And I said, he's like, if you make us a fire, I can make us a feast. The
What?
Tewkbury said that. When he's like, but it's like,
Oh, yeah.
because he's like,
No. Okay, the character's name, well, the boy's name.
Tewksbury.
Yeah.
Tewksbury.
I could never say his name. Oh, I'm so glad that she gave him a haircut, even though that would not have worked. I don't care. His hair bothered me so bad. I was like,
So he's like, he points out 2 types of grass on the ground. He's like, oh, and here's mushrooms, and then is able to tell the exact scientific name of the mushrooms. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
well, it's because he grew up with it.
Yeah,
They explained
yeah,
it.
it's fine. They explained it. But then he's like, if you make us a fire, I can make us a feast. I'm like, this is actually
With the
grass.
one. Why is it blinking?
Okay.
We're back. The blinking was battery.
Technical
Okay.
difficulties number like 50
I'm so
something.
This is so.
I don't know. Anyways, we're talking about Tewksbury and his feast of grass and wild mushrooms.
Yes.
That's disgusting. That's all I'm gonna say. That's not
Well,
a
I
feast
think his
to me.
thing was like, oh,
And
it's
then
a
they
feast for the
proceed to eat.
wilds.
Yeah, I guess so. But then they proceed to eat like a single kebab. They're like, oh, I'm gonna
And
eat
then
this
he
one
cuts
kebab.
his hair with a knife, and
Yeah.
yet it looks amazing later. What?
And then this is so funny. He's like after this conversation they're having, they're sitting there at the around the fire before he's like cutting her hair. He's like, you might laugh. He's like saying something. He's like, I almost died, and then he's like, you might laugh at me for this. And then she's like, and then he proceeds to say like the most serious. He's like, my life flashed before my eyes. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
that's
didn't get
serious.
the
That's
whole
not
laugh.
laughing. Like I don't get it.
Maybe that's the whole point, is that he's insecure. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know why I'm defending it, because I
Um,
didn't like the movie.
I did like the whole like. You have the whole mystery of like where's the mom, but then the whole other mystery of like does she want to be found?
True.
They're kinda
and then
trying
you
to
have a
figure
whole
that
other
out.
thing with what's his face. I don't
Yeah.
know his name. Tewksbury.
Tewksbury.
I can't say it. But
Yeah.
the twist too was good.
Okay, and then later they're at the Okay, so she pours the chemicals on all the gunpowder
Yeah, like the.
to get away from the guy. I was expecting an explosion.
Really?
Like
Because he.
that
they
place
had-
is full of bombs.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about.
But there was no bombs went off. Fireworks went off. Did you hear that noise that it was making? It was just making fireworks noise and things were flying out of there. I was
I
so
feel like I might have
confused.
just zoned. I don't remember.
I was just like, why are there fireworks going off?
No,
I mean, maybe
I
there
didn't
are
think about
fireworks,
that. I
but
just
not a
was like,
single
oh,
bomb
she
went
did the
off.
thing because her
I
mom
was
taught
expecting
her.
like, oh my gosh, there's gonna be a mass explosion. She's gonna like run away like coolly,
Oh.
and no, it didn't happen. I was like, that might be like a cool reference to like I don't know, movies that they do that.
Just movie.
I don't know. I just think that's so cool. Like I know it's like the cliche of like the cool guy walking away from the explosion.
It was
slowly.
already full of cliches.
It was,
Yeah.
but I thought that would have been like an actually good one.
Yeah.
Maybe. I thought the cinematography was actually okay. Especially in the beginning.
I mean, the visuals were
in the
great.
house. I like a lot of the shots they got. Some of the quick shots that they did were cool.
And the visuals were good. I mean,
Yeah.
I do think it was a very pretty movie.
And then the branch that was about to fall on him.
How don't I remember this?
That's like a major point. I almost made this a question, and then I was like, no, it's too obvious.
Maybe you should have said.
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe if I know the scene.
So that's like the whole thing is he almost died. That's why he had his life flash before his eyes because a branch like almost fell on him.
That's what.
And then he
I
like
got
jumped back.
lost.
And
I
then
didn't
later
know
you
what
find
he
out
said.
that it was cut. to
That's
fall on
what
him.
she was referring to.
Mm-hmm.
What?
So, okay,
I'm like,
here's the
I
thing,
love
though.
Sherlock Holmes and stuff. I'm good when it's.
Not this movie though. This is not Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, I have a point about that. But so I love mystery and like, oh, I'm good with figuring it out. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I missed that. I must have zoned out when he was explaining it to her,
Yeah.
or I just missed something.
I sort of
definitely
missed it, and then later I saw her like examining the branch,
I noticed that, but I was like, what's that to do with
and then
anything
that
right
was
now?
when I was a little bit confused. I was like, why is she so intrigued by this branch? What does it
I
have to do
just
with
like
anything?
started not caring.
And then at the end, it tied it together. But okay, so I was like, that branch though, it was not big enough to kill him. That would not have
Yeah,
killed him.
no. Maybe that's why
I mean,
was
it
curious
was
thrown
maybe a
off.
concussion. But
Maybe that's why he said, "Oh, I think he'd laugh," because he's like, "Oh, it was like a small."
no,
branch."
because he said that before that.
Oh.
The part that he was thinking she'd laugh about was his like life flashing before his eyes. The treehouse. I'm gonna live in that treehouse. That was a really cool treehouse.
Just that comment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live there.
And then later she's like she's making tea, and it's a cast iron tea kettle. It looks like the entire thing, including the handle,
So like
is metal.
perceptive when it comes to like
She grabs it by the handle. The handle is metal. Metal.
Sorry.
Metal. The handle's metal. She's like making tea in the teapot, heating up the water, and the guy comes in. She grabs it with her bare hands. That thing would have been so hot. The tea was boiling. It was making the whistle. It was whistling.
I don't know.
That makes zero sense.
I have nothing to say.
Yeah.
I'm kind of confused again.
The moment, my favorite quote was when she was like, "How do we laugh? We laugh politely."
That was funny.
She didn't look so good.
I was gonna say something and then lost.
No, no.
Dang it. No.
I was like, why did Sherlock? Oh god.
Oh wait. I'm curious.
I was saying, why would Sherlock not just take her out of boarding school?
Well, because he wasn't her ward.
He could have made her like that. It's the thing. Is
That's
like,
why at the end he's like, I'm gonna make her my ward.
yeah.
It's complicated when it comes to stuff like
he
that.
could have just done it earlier, and then he wouldn't have had this whole thing going on, and then maybe.
But
yeah,
it's
I don't know.
complicated. And also, okay,
It's true, it is
if you know
complicated.
Sherlock Holmes, he's not a caring person. So for him to
Yeah.
actually get to that point is like, wow,
Oh.
he cares deeply on the inside. Like,
See, at the beginning, he seemed to be the caring one of the two, which I mean, he kind of was compared to the other guy, but compared to
and that's
Mycroft.
kind of like their whole relationship.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, and that's one thing one thing that I can't speak.
My next note is really funny.
Sherlock is in it, and I like that. I think Henry
Yeah.
Cavill did a good job portraying Sherlock for what
Henry
this
Cavill
was.
played Superman.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is funny because next week's episode
We're watching
we're
Superman.
watching Superman, but not with Henry Cavill. But anyways,
Wait, that's not the Henry Cavill Superman that we're watching?
Henry Cavill's. Which one did he watch?
1978.
Yeah, Henry Cavill, dude.
I swear he
how
played
can he
Superman.
be Superman in
That's why I was
1978?
confused.
And still looks
I was like,
just as
wow,
good
he
in
looks really
2023.
I was like, why does he look younger in this than he did in 1970? Wow, I'm dumb. That. Who did he play though in Superman?
He wasn't. Oh, who?
You said he was in Superman.
He is Superman in another Superman.
Oh,
in
I
Man
see what
of
you're saying.
Steel.
In the 2000s.
In the
I thought
DC
maybe he like played a
universe.
baby or something. I don't know.
No,
I was
it turns
confused.
out he was the child in the
in the pod.
The pod. Oh my gosh. No.
Anyway.
What was I saying? Oh, Henry Cavill, Sherlock. Oh. So one thing. I'm sorry. One thing that it was hard for me was that I'm such a Sherlock fan. And you might not count me as it because, I've only watched the show. But I've read some of the books. I know the character. Because I got really, into it once I started watching the show. But, so, Enola Holmes is just so different from what Sherlock is, which obviously
Yeah.
it is supposed to be, because it's a sister.
Yeah.
But so much about it was just too different
Well,
that it
'cause it's
just bothered me.
I think that she's supposed to be the opposite of Sherlock because she does everything in like such an over-the-top, reckless manner.
True.
Yet still gets to the same conclusion. Is kind of the point. Is like she just does it in a
I didn't
different
like how
way.
they made her out she's almost quicker than him. I was like,
See, yeah,
no one's
that,
quicker
that
than
was
Sherlock
my note.
Holmes.
That was my note. It's like Sherlock's still the better detective. The only reason.
Yeah, I don't care what they say.
The
Sherlock's
only
still
reason
better.
she figured that out is because she literally was spending her entire time with him.
That's true. Sherlock actually figured it out a lot faster, by far. Because he was spending all this time doing the detective work.
Yeah,
he did throughout.
she had a lot more time.
Papers and stuff.
Yeah, and he literally just used
His
newspapers.
skills are still better.
Yeah.
But I did
that
not
was-
like. That's one thing. That's why I really didn't like breaking the fourth wall. Her breaking the fourth wall in it.
Yeah. It was
I
out of place.
legitimately hated that.
See,
it was so cringe to me.
It
That
was
I was
really
just
cringy.
and also
It was
it's
bad,
Holmes.
yeah.
It's a Holmes. She shouldn't be talking to us or saying everything out loud. All the clues, she just would say, "Oh, this is that.
See,
that
and then
is this."
and then the thing was she broke the fourth wall so much. She did at one point and it threw me off guard because she specifically said you
Yeah, she's like, what do you think?
Yeah.
Dora style. I was like, oh my
Wait,
god.
we should do a Dora moment. Where's Bilbo the seal?
Can you see Bilbo?
Click. Good job.
Anyways, my next note is they just steal a car.
What?
They like escape the place, and then they just get like they escape, and then they just steal her car. Like
they're teens in this era.
zero
that
repercussions.
Makes no sense, but still.
Yeah.
Did you recognize the actress, by the way, for the teacher?
She looks somewhat familiar, but I don't recognize
She's
her.
Aunt Petunia in Harry Potter. Dursley, Harry's aunt.
Oh, really? I did
Yeah.
not catch that at all.
I was like, I know this face. Looked it up. Ah, it's her. Yeah.
She likes to play the mean characters.
Yeah, she's good at it.
My next note is that she gets hit in the head. Like, I know it's not her fault. Like, she didn't purposely go back to sleep. But my next note is watching her friend die and just goes back to sleep.
What?
Because she's like, when the murderer's there at their house, and she gets like hit in the head, and she's like on the ground with like a big like wound in her face, and then he's over there like getting choked out, and then she like opens her eyes and she looks and she's like,
Oh, then she winks at us.
she looks and she starts crying, and then she goes back to sleep.
I didn't catch
And
it.
then it was so weird.
It was
It's like
weird.
she was like
She just has to cry because it's Millie Bobby Brown.
yeah.
No.
And then no, hold on though. And then she has the flashback. And then all of a sudden she wakes up, winks to the camera, and then gets up and saves. I don't know. It was too much.
Weird. I mean, I thought the twist was cool. That was his aunt, his grandmother.
His grandma. That was one of my notes. I put wow, grandma.
Yeah, because the whole
Jeez.
time you're thinking,
Just like
it's
in
young.
cold blood,
Oh.
she just shot him.
I was like, whoa. Also, that actress, she's in Downton Abbey. I'm pretty sure it was, I'm pretty sure she was, and I forgot who she was, but yeah.
At some point.
A note I had, Millie Bobby Brown in this actually did a good job. Like, I
She
actually
did do a
really
really good
liked
job.
her.
For what she was given, she did a really good job.
And I also, because I was kind of worried that they were going to do the whole, and they did do the whole girl power thing a bit, but
at least it matched the time somewhat.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
also they still kept her feminine. Like,
yeah, she still had like
I
her
was
own
at first,
personality.
she like was wearing the boy clothes and stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, that's fine. I
She
was like,
still had
oh,
her
it's
own
gonna stay like that the
personality,
whole
though.
time.
Oh yeah.
But then she like dressed up because like, to stay in hiding and stuff, and she actually like owned it. Like she looked good in it.
Yeah.
Instead of like being all awkward, like she can't own it because it's not her thing. So the fact that she could still kind of like morph into these different styles, I thought that was good. Because she looked really good in those outfits. Like, I love time period clothes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she fits it. I didn't realize how well she would fit that time period.
She'd been more in more period pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, also, after she like saves her or whatever, she sees that he's got like the armor on, and he didn't get killed. He like, I don't know.
Because it was
I'm
like
not
an
even
old
into
plate of
that.
armor.
Maybe,
And it was a
maybe
gun.
not.
They didn't really have guns then. I
Yeah,
don't know. So,
But anyway, but he like brushes her hair aside, and like the way he does it, he like runs his fingers directly over her like open wound in her face, like she has this like
and it
gash
didn't really
in
move
her
her hair
face.
that much, did it?
It didn't. It was so weird. I was like, she
Also,
didn't
you
flinch.
think they're gonna kiss, but then they don't.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that was awkward.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? Because there's like a little love story going on between him and her and the boy. It's cute.
Let's see. I was like, it was this morning. I was like, the movie was almost over. I'm like, will she find her mom?
Yeah, I
That
was
was
thinking the
my
same thing. I'm
note.
like, is
Will
Enola
she
Holmes
find
2
her?
about that?
Yeah. I'm just.
I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
have no
glad she
idea.
did fine. It ended fine.
Yeah.
But that was an interesting. It's not like it ended bad. I was just like, oh, I can see why they did another one.
I have 2 more notes. What? That was my next
That's
note.
it? Just like,
I
for
was
the
just
whole
like,
movie?
what?
What?
And then my last one is that I realized that both the daughter and the mom,
She's in her
Enola
part
and the
too.
mom,
Sorry.
they both are real names. They both go by 3 names.
That's true.
It's Millie Bobby Brown and Helena Bonham Carter. I just thought that was interesting. I don't know why.
I like that
It
actress.
is cool.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah. So overall, you get your nay.
It's a meh.
I said nay just because it's not my movie.
I'll
Like,
probably never watch it again.
No, I don't.
So
ever
yeah,
watch it
probably
again.
more of a no.
Actually, that's my second time watching it. I wouldn't have ever watched it again except like for the podcast.
Oh.
Um,
The way you made it sound was like, I thought you liked it.
I thought it was good. Like, it was fun to watch.
I was getting a little bored towards the end.
See, I didn't get bored.
I was like, kept looking. I'm like, how much longer? I wasn't that much, but a little bit. I was also late and I was getting tired.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, I guess we can move to trivia.
It's trivia time. What's the answer?
Yes. Okay. So who wants to go first?
You go first, please.
I only have 1
First?
point. You have like
First.
3.5 points, and I have
so
1.
I guess I should go first.
Yeah.
I feel
have
like
to
this
get.
is so
I have to
obvious.
catch up. Okay.
Because as soon as we just watched it.
We're gonna see.
But okay.
I don't really know.
Question number 1.
Okay.
One. What was the painting that Enola's mom hid the money in? What kind of
The
painting?
chrysanthemums.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. I was confused.
Okay. So that's 1 point for me.
Yeah.
Let's see, where do I put that? Okay, so far now I have 2 points total because we got the one earlier.
Yeah, these are all kind of easy.
Okay, mine is what kind of business was a front for the suffrage meeting place? Like, where did they go in? It was like the suffrage meeting place, and upstairs they were doing the martial arts.
Oh, like what was like that business?
Yeah, like what was
like what
the
kind
building?
of-
Like what were they doing? Like what was the downstairs essentially?
Wasn't it like
What kind of business was it?
I want to say bed and breakfast, but I don't think it was a bed and breakfast because it didn't have like any stay. I was getting confused with locations. Is there a specific name? Because there was
No, not a specific name. Just like what generally what
it seemed
was
like it was
the
like
business?
a dining, like a cafe.
Yeah, it was a tea house. But yeah, I'll give it to you.
tea
Yeah.
house. I was like, well,
So,
I
have 2 points
you were
so
making
far.
me double guess. That's not the term. Second guess.
Yeah.
Okay, you are at like 4.5.
Oh wait, I
points.
need to give myself a point for. I'll just put.
You're at 4.5 points total, I think, right?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Now it's your turn.
I wonder if you remember this, because I just watched it and I was like, oh, that's a good question. I forgot the
answer?
answer. What was the name of Enola's childhood pinecone pet?
Sparky.
Nope.
It wasn't Sparky?
If you get in the second guess, I'll give you half a point. Wait, no, it's not Sparky. No, I know it's not.
I'm like 90% sure it's Sparky. What?
I think that's in another thing we watched.
Yeah, it must have been.
It was some other animal.
In a different movie that we
Yeah.
watched. Oh my gosh. What? I swear it was Sparky.
Oh, did I actually get you on this one?
I think you did. I don't know, what was it?
Dash.
Dash. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have got that. Okay, so I think that's just no point for me.
Yeah, there's neither points.
Yeah.
There's not points for any of us.
Yeah. Okay. What was Enola's mother's code name?
I think you got me. Oh wait, I don't remember for her actual name. So that's gonna be hard because it wasn't her name spelled backwards, right?
I don't know. I don't think so, though.
Oh.
No, wait, definitely not.
Oh, okay. Oh, what was?
Yeah.
I felt like it was.
I don't know her actual name.
Flower. Oh. Was it Wait, I'm thinking. Does it start with an I?
No, I know what you're thinking
Yeah,
of. Because
I'm thinking of something else.
That was in the movie. But
Yeah, it
wasn't
was.
that.
I don't know.
Is chrysanthemum.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was thinking that, and I was like, oh, maybe I guessed that, but I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, dang it, I should have just guessed it.
Okay.
Oh. This is dumb. I don't know why I put this in. I mean, you might not know, because you
We'll
only
see.
said it like once. How old was Enola when her mom left?
Oh gosh.
Oh,
I don't know,
okay.
like 14?
Nah.
No, what was it?
Well, just say it. Maybe I'll give you half a point if you guess it.
Okay, 12.
No, dang.
I don't know.
16.
16?
She just turned 16 when her mom left. It was her 16th birthday when her mom left.
Okay. I
Wow.
have no idea.
My questions are better than I thought they were.
Okay,
Except for the first one. But
you're gonna get this one right away. What did Tewksbury's father teach him about?
what do you mean? Just like the
Like the
plants,
thing that he
like
was talking about.
The mushrooms and
Yeah, it's that.
the
That's
plants
literally
identifying
it.
plants. Especially
Wow.
since we had talked about it earlier.
You got 5.5 points. I got 2.
Dang.
I want to tell you what my backup question was, and just for
I know,
fun.
same.
Okay, my backup, or you can go ahead.
Well, why don't I? If you get it, then you can get another point. But that doesn't matter. does
Since
it?
since none of them
Yeah,
were
none
the
of them
same,
were-
we can go
that's
play
what we
for
did
points.
last time.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
So, oh, I feel like this might be, but maybe not. Cause, anyways, which of Enola Holmes' siblings is the oldest? Sherlock or Mycroft? You have a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, Sherlock. Dang.
No, it's Mycroft. Mycroft is the oldest. And I know that not because of this movie.
That
That's why
makes
he's
so
her
much
lord.
more sense.
That's why
I get
he's her
it.
lord.
And why he was in control of all the money.
Exactly.
I get it now. Wow. Okay. What was the name of the road on which Enola found the bomb factory?
The road.
Yeah.
Oh, I like see it in my head, but I'm not gonna.
You
know
can
what
see
it
like the
is.
sign
Yeah.
on the sign on the thing on the wall.
Was it? Oh, I feel like it's like right there. Oh my gosh. What does it start with? Because I'm not gonna get a point. Am I?
L.
Oh. Oh God, that doesn't help.
It's 2 words. Well, one of them is like kind of 2 words, but it's technically 1 word.
Lane.
And they both start with L.
Lane. Wait. They both start with L. So
Yeah.
something Lane. I feel like that would
You're
be
close.
it. So
It is something Lane.
I can't think of any words that start with L. Logical lane. No, I'm not guessing. Lime lane. Lemon lane.
Okay, it's Limehouse Lane.
Oh!
You're so close.
I was close.
You were
that's
close.
Oh, I remember that.
Okay, that means
You get to do
I
the
get
punishment
this
wheel
one.
this time. Yes, it's not just me. Wait, how
Okay.
many points did I get?
you got 5.5 points.
Whoa!
I got 2.
Whoa!
Wow. Okay, how do I put this in full screen?
You know what? I'm proud of myself. Also, I'm not proud of you, Sai, but I'm happy.
Okay, so here we have our mysterious wheel of mystery. I think that's what we call it for now.
It is the wheel of punishment.
So we will see.
I thought that was the
You do the
official name.
honors. Yeah, the wheel
No.
of punishment.
Wait, do I do the? No, you do.
Yeah, you click it because it's for me.
Really? I thought I. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh no. Come
This
on.
is fun.
We do have 1 pass on here, so
Ooh! Is it the plant one?
this might be the one I'm most okay with. For
For-
an entire day, you have to carry around a small plant with a face on it.
Yay!
All right.
You shall name the plant. I will give it a name right now. Name
Dash.
it. You should name it Dash.
I'll name it Dash.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna remove this one. So definitely, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and comment movies that you'd like us to review, as well as any maybe punishments you think you might like to see us add to the wheel.
Yes.
We're always looking for more of those. They're hard to think of.
And leave in the comments, at least, what kind of plant you would like him to put a face on for this punishment.
Can it please be a cactus?
He's
I really
requesting
like
cactus.
those.
But yeah,
That'll
let us know what
be-
you'd like.
please. We'll probably go with whatever one is most requested. And if you're on listening on Spotify or Apple Podcast, maybe we'll post about it. Maybe we'll do a post on social media and people can respond on there.
Yeah,
too.
we all have Grumpy Soup Productions on Instagram.
Yeah.
And if you could follow us there, that would be great. And we
Yeah.
also, obviously, a YouTube channel,
Like,
Grumpy Soup Productions.
subscribe,
Please subscribe.
The whole shebang.
We want viewers and subscribers and yeah.
The
We
whole
want to be big
everything.
so we can get money for doing this
Yes.
too one day.
Monetization.
Yay!
How wonderful.
But yeah,
Alrighty.
thank you
Well,
for watching.
Cue the exit music.
Exit music.
The outro. Cue the outro, which is also the intro.
Yeah, goodbye.